Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be reviewing an episode of The Twilight Zone, the original 1960s version. This is going to be a personal favorite episode of mine. Out of three that I originally was planning to review, B. Blackmore decided for me which of the three to choose, so you can thank him for the choice. The current episode is The Hunt, a backwoods-centric character piece where a man and his dog go out raccoon hunting, and then through a series of events ends up dying, but does not realize he's dead. He goes back home to visit his wife. It is a stirring and moving piece, and the character that is being played is played by a veteran actor who has played numerous roles, including Davy Crockett, as well as playing in The Red Badge of Courage and playing in Cat Ballou as Butch Cassidy. He pretty much is the center of this piece, and I don't want to go into too many details because I don't want to ruin this episode for you, because it's a wonderful episode. In my opinion, it's one of the best out of the original run. However, most people haven't seen this one, and that's sad because it's so good. There's nice pacing. You don't get bored through it. The entire thing is usually done through the facial expressions of the main character. He portrays quite well his confusion, his grief, his anger, and then finally coming to terms with what's happened. There are several biblical references in this, not only Christian biblical references, but Hindi biblical references to the, I will probably butcher this, Yudhishthira's final test, where he goes into hell, sees his family suffering, and decides to stay in hell with them, and that being a test to see if he's worthy to enter heaven. This episode also covers a biblical quote, Matthew 7:13 through 14, which entails heaven having a small gate and hell having a large. I will post the quote and a comparison at the end of this. Needless to say, the man ends up going into heaven, and I don't want to say living happily ever after because it's dead, but you get the general gist of that. Overall, it is highly recommended if you get a chance to see it, and I very much think that you would enjoy it. I'm pretty much going to end here, but for our last panel before the disclaimer, I'm going to give the comparison. I know that looks bad, but I threw it together on the fly. I hope it's at least appreciated for that. Thank you, have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this. I apologize for saying Hindu biblical reference. That was an error. Hindu religious text. Please forgive me.